Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings here tonight again. Still not a doctor, still just taking all the information of the world, which includes my brain, that's part of it, condensing it into one place for you to access. And this video is about messing with your metabolism by dieting too much, too often. Too much, too often, too often. Basically, when you eat food, your metabolism goes up. When you don't eat food, it goes down. Now, some crazy people try to convince you that to lose weight, you gotta eat more food, which is not true. To lose weight, you have to eat less food. But what can happen is, say you're always dieting, you're always eating very little, that means your metabolism is always down here. So, you need to eat a certain amount of food to get by. So if you've already got your metabolism down really low and you're already eating not very much food, it's like you can't decrease your food that much more, and your metabolism, it's really low, so you're in a bad position. Just in case that doesn't make sense, I'll try to explain it another way. So if you are on a deserted island, like maybe you're on one of those TV shows, and you are not eating, your body realizes that, hey, there's not a lot of food around. Maybe I ought to slow things down, not burn as much energy. It does this through a whole bunch of biochemical ways, plus it makes it so that you don't want to move around as much. Like, if you're really starving, you're going to lose your energy to move. I mean, because you don't have the energy, plus your body, unless it thinks that there's a good chance of getting food, it's not going to tell you to go move around. It's going to tell you just to lay there and conserve energy. Now, if there's some berries over there, then of course your body's going to go, get up, get those berries. It doesn't work exactly like this. I'm not an expert on human starvation in the wild. Luckily, I have not been starving in the wild. But yeah, so when you're not eating very much, your metabolism slows down so it burns less calories. Not eating very much is a good thing, but it's like you can be eating this much and have a high metabolism and be at your certain weight, or you can be eating this much and have a low metabolism and you can be at the same weight, because they level out. Like if they're both down here, it's the same as if they're both up here. You need to have, I don't remember which hand was which, but you need to have high metabolism and low calories. Then you just burn through your body fat, because your body, it's like a big old fire that's going on. Even though there's not a whole lot of wood left, it just burns it all up. Versus if you start with just little tiny pieces of wood, you put one little piece, you light it, you wait till it's almost done burning, and you put another little piece. You can make it last a long time versus just throwing all those little pieces in it all at once, and then it's going to light up, make a big fire, and burn through them really quickly. But you want to burn through your stuff quickly, because if you burn through it really slowly, that wood is your fat. You want it to just go up in flames and go away. And the fire is the metabolism, and the wood is your food, but you could also think of it as your fat, because food and fat, same thing, they're both just sources of energy. So you need that fire to be big, burning through the energy, or the fuel, as you call it in fire starting terminology, I think. You need the fire to be big to burn through the fuel quickly, whether the fuel is food or your body fat. You want it being burnt through, unless you're on an island with limited food. So if you're always eating very little, it's like if you're always just putting a tiny little stick into that fire. You keep the fire really small and it burns really slowly. So it's good to eat a lot sometimes, get your metabolism going back up. Or, if you're already at the point where you're hardly eating, but you're not losing any weight, and it's like you can't even eat less, and you just don't seem to be losing weight, then you probably want to slowly increase how much you're eating, because if you increase it too much too fast, your food will go way up here, but your metabolism will only have gone up to here, and then you'll gain weight. But if you slowly increase the food, and the metabolism over here is slowly increasing along with it, you can work your way up to where you can eat like twice as much food, 3 times as much food, 5 times as much food, but you're still the same body composition. Because along with your food increase, you got your metabolism increase. Now, of course, there is a limit to this. You can't just eat infinite food and expect infinite metabolism. It sadly doesn't work like that. And also, everybody's body's different. I mean, not everybody's body is gonna, food's here, metabolism raises to here to burn the food. Some people are gonna be up here, so they're always needing to eat extra to hopefully not die of losing too much fat. And then some people, food will be here, but metabolism is down here, so they're always kind of gaining some weight. Or they're holding on to some weight. That's reality. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody can physically get healthily to shredded state. Now, if you were in a bad situation, yes, you would eventually get there. But in like normal, healthy situation, it's just not possible for some people. Maybe it's kind of possible, but I mean, certain people would have to literally be starving all the time, and that's just, even if you could do it physically healthy enough, which I'm not so sure you could. I mean, healthy enough, that's subjective, of course. But even if you could do it healthy enough by somebody's standards physically, you'd still have the mental problem of you're always starving, which can lead to other problems. So yeah, I started to think this might be going on with me because for this entire year, pretty much, well, actually not, like, so the last time that I was really eating a lot was back in December of last year. So considering that I've been like sort of dieting since January, by sort of dieting, I mean not dieting down to get like as shredded as possible, like just trying to stay lower body fat. Like my range is like this, I just want to stay on the lower end of it, not the upper end of it. Because I'm happy with my lower end, to have some visible abs, look decent looking face. I mean right now I'm like started taking creatine and I'm eating more, so like I'm kind of not looking the best. But it also just changes day to day. I mean, sometimes I'm like, ooh, yeah, my face is looking really great. I think I even have some videos where my face is looking really great. And then today I'm like, ooh, I'm looking kind of fat. I mean, I did eat like 700 calories of ice cream. I mean, I was thinking I'd just eat the rest of the container, but then I thought, you know, if I eat it all, then I can't have more of it later on tonight. So I'm gonna be eating it all. It's like 1,000 calories for one container. Ooh, 1,000 calories. Guess what else is 1,000 calories? A little tiny frozen pizza. 1,000 calories isn't that much. It's just when you not ruin, but when you screw up your metabolism by always eating very little, that is a lot. But when you, like once again, everyone's different, but for me, I know that I can eat all this stuff. I've always been conscientious of how I eat, more so just trying to be healthy, not have excessive amounts of food or carbs. But I mean, I just eat mostly what I want for most of my life. Oddly enough, I restricted my calories and carbs at the dumbest times, like when going out to eat at nice restaurants with really good bread. I would only eat one piece of bread. Not sure why, considering that I would eat ice cream almost every day. Maybe I should have just cut out one ice cream and ate as many pieces of bread as I wanted. Yeah, but I was young and not as smart and wise as I am now. Now I eat almost as much bread as I want to at restaurants. Or however much I want to. I mean, I'm not always the most hungry person, maybe. I only want 1 piece or 2 pieces or 3 pieces. But yeah, it's like I cut out sugar and stuff of my diet lately, and helped a little at first, and then it's just like I was lowering my calories more, and or like I kept them. I don't remember exactly what I was doing because I kept going back and forth between thinking, oh, I need to eat more to pack on more muscle, and oh, I need to diet to lose weight. And yeah, I was thinking like, oh, if I'm gonna try to compete in the spring, if I start dieting now, it's gonna be really easy. And like I lost a little bit of weight at first, which is significant for me because I don't have a ton of weight to lose. But after I lost that little bit of weight, it was just like nothing changed. I stayed where I was at. I decreased the calories some more, and I didn't change. And it was like, why am I continuing this if I'm not getting in any better shape? And I even seem to be like kind of gaining weight back a little bit. So then it just hit me the other day that probably I slowed down my metabolism too much. So I did, well, actually it hit me like a week ago, and I did some refeed days, as people call them, and I ate a lot. Also, I was trying to pack on more size because I was thinking, maybe I'm not growing because I'm not eating enough. And I was thinking, in recent times when I gained the most muscle was when I gained a lot of fat. Like I went from, I don't know what I was before, but I know I got up to like 177 pounds, 178, maybe 179, but I measured at 177 one day. And that's pretty heavy for me. But then in like a couple months, I just lost it all before the summer. And it was the biggest I ever got. Everyone was like, oh, are you taking steroids? And I'm like, oh no, why? They're like, well, your arms are really big. I was also hitting arms really well, but it just works good to like eat a lot of food. And plus it comes off easier. That's another point I wanted to make in this video. So yeah, I don't know if I was eating enough in recent times to gain as much muscle. I have really slow recovery times. Plus I think I'm overtraining because I work out typically for like 3 hours. I mean, for a little while, because I had just gotten back into the gym recently because of the COVID. Like I was still working out at home, but I got back into the gym. I was only working out for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, but then I got back up to 3 hours, and then it's just like working out 3 hours, not eating very much food. It's like, what am I doing? How am I gonna grow? So I've shortened my workout times and increased my calories. And I forgot I probably said I was going to talk about something, but yeah, I have shortened my workout times and increased my calories. Yeah, that was really impressive that I got up to 177. That was a lot. I was eating literally as much as I possibly could all day, every day. And it was work to get rid of it, but who cares if it's work if it just comes right off? I can work hard for a couple months. I can't work hard dieting for a year. So that's why I changed my plans, because I'm preparing to enter competitions, and I was thinking, long term, it's gonna be easier to lose a little bit. But no, for me, I would rather, actually, I think the easiest way for me to lose weight is gain weight, eat a lot, get sick of eating, get metabolism up really high, and then cut out the calories, just drop the weight like it's butter melting off you, because you'll be, at least I will, be sick of eating. Plus, when you have high metabolism, then you cut out the calories, it just burns through your body fat really quickly. I lost like 15, 17 pounds, mostly in like 2 months, or 2 or 3 months. I don't know exactly, I don't remember. But in like 2 or 3 months, I lost 15 pounds. Oh, that's only 5 pounds a month. Okay, for me, that's a lot of weight. Also, that's not water weight. That was actual fat. And it was maintainable. Like, I got back down to my normal I gained a little bit back because I wanted to look extra good for the summer. But for the most part, it was just going back to my normal, maintainable body fat. So that's my new plan. And what I think is beneficial for people that want to look good for a specific day, but also these concepts are very important to keep in mind, just if you're any normal person, because if you eat too little too often, you mess with your metabolism and make it very hard to lose weight. I don't know what actually this carb cycling is. Like, I've heard people talk about I haven't heard them talk about it, but I've heard people say these words like carb cycling and stuff, so I assume it's like you just eat a lot, then you eat less, and you eat a lot. But yeah, that's, in the old days when I was younger, I used to not every week, but like 3 weekends out of a month, I would eat a lot. So maybe I was just instinctively doing it, or maybe I was just getting really hungry and doing it. But yeah, if you always are eating very little, your metabolism slows to a halt, and it's very hard to lose weight. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Especially if you like this video, why not hit like and help me out, and comment. Say, Andrew, you're awesome. Andrew, you're beautiful, handsome. Whatever words you want to use. Andrew, you're a narcissist. Andrew, whatever. Andrew, you're stupid. Andrew, you're say whatever you want, as long as you comment. I think it helps me out. I'm guessing only the thumbs up helps me out, so don't give a thumbs down, but who knows, maybe even thumbs down, like a video, if it gets enough thumbs down, maybe it goes viral, I don't know. And check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. And soon to come is my website, which will have a whole lot of cool stuff on it. And remember, you can hire me as a coach, and for any sort of advice related to any of this stuff. And also, if you have a workout supplement or a health supplement and you just have a hard time understanding if it's any good, the ingredients, whatever, you can pay me, and I will give you an overview of the ingredients. And once again, I never offer medical advice. I never offer physical therapy advice. I never offer any sort of advice that's illegal to offer without the proper certification or whatever. I simply take all the information of the world, including the information of my brain, and I put it in a nice, easy place for you, which is either the words of my voice, the typings from my fingers, maybe I handwrite it, but one way or another, I put all the information at your fingertips, at your eye tips, and I make it easy to digest. So please like, subscribe, and remember that stuff.